If you're not up and going, you're going to miss one very important event, our 2020 celebration for the caping and graduation of our puppies at Fidos. So get up and get going. Hurry, hurry. There's no time to lose.
Oh my goodness, I've got to go, Ellen. It's the Tux and Tails virtual graduation.
Oh, I don't want to get up. Alexa, could you just pause for 5 more minutes?
Where are my files? What did I do with them?
Ow! Hold still, Mom. Hold still, Mickey.
Hey, Fran, are you going to watch virtual Tux and Tails?
The wine is poured and the popcorn's in the microwave, so we'll be ready in a minute.
I wonder which would look best tonight. I only have to dress from the top up. So, red's our color. Congratulations, Fidos for Freedom, and welcome!
Ladies and gentlemen, your host, Gail Bragg.
Okay, I think I've done everything. Good thing I had Alexa reminding me what to do. Might have used those an extra 5 minutes or so like Sandy and Donnie did to get my hair just right. Oh, just look at this do. I'm doing my best to look like Mickey and Miss Gail, courtesy of Angie. Pretty close, but maybe the curlers were supposed to come out. But you know what? I think I kind of like it in a wacky sort of way. Okay, next. Best part. Getting dressed in all my Annie clothes. Look, Annie. Whoa, almost all my Annie clothes. Guess it's a good thing it's as virtual because looks like I forgot a little something like Diane. Enough of that. Got to get my popcorn and my wine like Fran. But Fran didn't say what kind of wine or how to drink it. Guess I'll just have to pull out what I have left. That is just yummy. Well, I have this magic command finger, so watch, pay attention, and listen, because speaking of yummy things, I command you to get ready for a real treat. It's time to put away your toys, find a place to sit down, lean back, put your heels up, stay quiet, relax, enjoy our 2020 Tux and Tails virtual gala. Well, just like you, it's been quite a year for all of us here at Fidos. There's an old saying that comes to mind that I thought was appropriate for Fidos having to close its doors. It's like, when pigs fly, oh, and they did. We miss so many things, from seeing you, our Fidos friends, to training on the floor, to visiting our schools, hospitals, and healthcare facilities. And just like everyone else, we've had to adapt to how we do business because we need to keep each other safe. So, ta-da, our virtual gala. Now, there may be some of you who have joined us that may not know a lot about Fidos. Well, we're an organization that wants to increase the quality of life and companionship for people in the Baltimore, Washington area by providing them with specially trained hearing, service, and therapy dogs. In addition, by providing our veterans with specially trained combat-related PTSD service dogs. Another thing we do is to educate the public about people with disabilities, the benefits of assistance and therapy dogs, and how these dogs positively affect patients in healthcare facilities, and even help children with reading difficulties. So there you have it. An amazing group of people doing many things all at the same time, like changing chairs, trying not to run into each other, and talk all at the same time. Well, the first amazing person I would like you to meet is one of the most organized, generous, and rescuing people I know. She now has 5 doxies. Ladies and gentlemen, Beth Middleman, co-director of the Therapy Dog Program at Fidos.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
It takes close to 2 years for therapy dogs to earn their capes. The 18 dogs and teams that we're recognizing this evening have worked very hard to make this happen. To be accepted into the therapy dog program, each dog is temperament tested and each dog must demonstrate basic obedience skills. Once they have accepted into the program, they maintain their probationary status by attending twice monthly training and a minimum of 8 therapy visits in 1 calendar year. Now, Gail's coming back to introduce and show you our 18 teams that we are honoring this evening. Thank you, Beth. I'm so excited to see them. Oh, look, it's me, Annie and Gail Bragg. If you're looking for help watering your garden, playing tackle football, call Annie. She loves them all, and her big brother, Hoot. Maggie and Katie Burkett. Howard High School is Maggie's favorite place to go. It was one of her first visits. She loved every minute of it. Lily and Ken Gagler. High school visits are also Lily's faves. She loves all the attention she gets from the students, and she can do a mean rollover. Mickey and Gail Claus, a big guy and hard as Mickey. He'd just be another high school kid if he could. Students surround him with hugs and pets and aren't afraid of how big he is. Dexie and Christy Hebler. Dexie imitates someone in her family. She tucks her left front paw under herself when she lays down to imitate Obie, her brother from another mother. Obie and John Hebler. Top gun, top dog. What's the diff? Obie. He loves the Deer program at Central Library where he's adored by all the children. It makes him feel like he can fly. Raven and Ann Hedrick. Talking about flying, who loves Frisbee? Raven loves Frisbee. You'd never guess it by this permanent Frisbee smile on her face, would you? Greta Higgins crossed the Rainbow Bridge in April. Atlas was the Greek god who carried the weight of the heavens on his shoulders. So Atlas and Jessica Holland love the earth because he hikes, sniffs trails, and cools his feet in cool creeks. Pippin and Loretta Homburg. Anyone got a squirrel problem? Pippin to the rescue. He's part of the Park Squirrel Patrol in his neighborhood and takes his job seriously. Bella and Scott Schimpf. The Ronald McDonald House in Port Discovery. Can't wait to see Belle walk in. She's a beautiful girl, ready for the belly rub she gets from the children. Chaz Rice crossed the Rainbow Bridge in March. Aiko and Ziva Schumann. Do you know a dog that can whisper? Well, now you do because Aiko can bark and whisper on command. Wow, wonder how that would sound like. Now look at Charlie, this sweet doggy face with his mom, Joyce. He loves going to Reservoir High School. You can tell it's his favorite. Look at that face. Sandy and Judy Stevens. Bond Mill and Port Discovery are Sandy's favorite visit. He loves all the attention. Maybe he should be on TV. He looks like the doggy version of Beaker on the Muppets. Lexi, Rob, and Tracy Stein. You may be in the pool one day and see Lexi next to you doing laps. She loves swimming at the fitness center, the doggy dip day, and at the beach. Tiny Tim and Adam Wisely. Did anyone hear a squeal? If you did, you must be in high school with a very happy Tiny Tim who squeals when he sees the students. He loves the visits and wants to brighten up their day. And finally, Travis and Julie Wu. If you feel like snacking or are missing something or just want to applaud, then invite Travis over because his favorite activity is eating treats. Doesn't matter if it's for nose work, learning new treats, or sneaking off on a trip. Congratulations to everyone. Treats are the best, and we're very proud of you. And now, let's get back to Beth. The slides you are about to see demonstrate an amazing dedication of our therapy dog teams. Fran Glavin and her dog Trista have done over 150 therapy visits this past year, an incredible achievement. Ron Humphrey, Jerry Burson, and Bonnie Lupus have done over 100 therapy visits, and dozens of our teams have done 75, 50, and 25 visits. In addition, dozens of our dogs have participated in our Dear Reading program. I am pleased to announce that Fidos has launched a new reading program called Fidos Lens and Ear. This reading program will allow young readers to read to Fidos therapy dogs using Zoom. Pretty impressive accomplishments. Please enjoy the therapy dogs that we are honoring this evening. Well, these accomplishments of these dogs have been amazing. And look, it's a wonderful thing that we have. And they couldn't happen without this next individual, these accomplishments. You know, every ship has its captain, and we have one that has been guiding us through all kinds of storms, from bathroom ceiling cavings in to no fundraising to COVID-19. So it is with great pleasure that I present to you our captain, the Executive Director of Fidos For Freedom, Diane Bernier.
Thank you, Gail. This year, the President's Award, which is given for an outstanding volunteer who goes above and beyond their duties, is being given to two people who've brought a lot of attention to our social media platform. I would like to thank Trisha Munch and Julie Wu for all the work you guys have done. And if you brought positive attention, and please check your emails tomorrow for a little surprise from Fidos. I also would like to take this opportunity to recognize one of our breeders, Charlie from Project to Heal in North Carolina. Charlie's mission and Project to Heal's mission is to breed Labradors to donate free of charge to programs like Fidos For Freedom. We've been with Charlie since 2012, and we've gotten 31 dogs from him. What an amazing turnaround from him. Charlie, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts, and we look forward to continuing this great relationship. Thank you.
Weren't they just the cutest? Annie wants to go play with them. Oh, sorry, it's just that so much fun playing with puppies in the shirt, and I'm not the captain, so I can be a little crazy. Anyway, these little bundles of service puppy energy start off with us at 8 weeks old and don't get their person, our client, until almost 3 years later. All the time being trained to deal with noises, distractions, and seemingly impossible tasks. Our service dogs wouldn't be successful without the leadership of a strong and knowledgeable trainer. What fun it is to be able to introduce someone who, with a look, makes sure I stay so I don't pet any of the service puppies. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Pat Jarvis, Director of Training.
Thank you, Gail. It's my pleasure now to introduce this year's graduating teams. Our first team of the evening is Mary Margaret, Bayo, and Butchie. Breeder is Charlie Petrizzo with Project to Heal. Case Manager Denise Portis. Puppy Raisers were Sandy Legg and the Sherry Sirotkin Tales for Freedom Prison Program. Mary Margaret and Butchie's trainer, Janet Tingley. And now we have some words from Mary Margaret.
Good evening. I hope you're enjoying Tucks and Tales 2020. A year ago, Butchie moved into our home. Although Butchie is my third service dog and my second specifically from Fidos For Freedom, as a new team, we have had a lot of practice so far, but still have more things to experience together still ahead of us. A lot has transpired since Butchie's arrival. Our furry cat family grew from 2 to 4. We dealt with a cancer diagnosis and made it through with flying colors, I might add. Moved from a country home to a condominium in the city and are still going through a pandemic, all within our first 12 months together. Wow. Throughout it all though, Butchie has been amazing and has given me so much. I'd like to sincerely thank each and every friend and family member from the bottom of my heart for generously supporting me through this journey. I'd like to specifically acknowledge Project to Heal for donating Butchie, Fidos For Freedom for absolutely everything, Sandy Legg, the puppy raiser, for doing a wonderful job of getting Butchie through his puppy basics, Pat Jarvis and Janet Tingley for teaching Butchie all the amazing skills he has to date, Diane Bernier for not strangling me through my numerous rants, Jim Rogers for chasing me down and making me overshare my feelings of frustration, Amanda Albizu for sharing all her wisdom and patience with me, and Mel Bio, my beyond wonderful and amazing husband of 34 years, and Tricia Munch and family for not letting me quit and being my personal cheerleading squad. So far, Butchie can stand and brace, retrieve, open and close doors and drawers, lift my legs for me, take things to and from one person to another, deep pressure therapy, alert me to my ever-growing health needs, assist with laundry, assist with disrobing, and alert me to situations that have passed my immediate attention. We aren't finished by a long shot and are learning new things daily. I look forward to many more fabulous years with my beautiful and wonderfully talented Butchie boy. Thank you and have a good night.
Thank you, Mary Margaret, and congratulations. Our next team is Tricia Munch and Buddy. Breeder was Charlie Petrizzo with Project to Heal. Case Manager is Wendy Higgins. Puppy Raisers, Heather Shortledge, and the Sherry Sirotkin Tales for Freedom Prison Program. Tricia and Buddy's trainers, Holly Aguilar. And now we have some words from Tricia.
Want to know, David Martinez, manager for the Washington Nationals, uses this motto for every game. It means that every day is a fresh start, and you don't look back to the past, but you just keep going forward. Hi, this is my service dog Buddy, and my name is Tricia, and our story started back in 2016. It started back to when my family and I first visited Fidos, and unlike the previous service dog organization, where I got my first service dog, Gabriel, we were welcomed so warmly and with open arms. For the first time in a very long time, I felt like I possibly could have found someplace where I could belong. I was so scared back then and wasn't confident at all. Gabriel was the one who made me confident, but when he had to retire, I not only lost my confidence, but I lost all the energy and independence I did have when Gabriel was working. But before I could train, I got severely sick and had lung hospitalizations, multiple surgeries, and many blood infections. So because of that, I wasn't able to train, but Fido stuck with me throughout that whole time, and when I was able to come back, they were there for me. Then fast forward a year's worth of time, and I got matched with Buddy December 8th, 2018. We went through the 30-hour training overnights, and the night before, April 26th, we signed the papers for our probation. Gabriel passed. He knew I had found someone that would take over and take care of me. Buddy does things that I never even imagined he could do, and he surprises me with something new every day. He is not just a mobility dog, but he is also my medical alert dog. He wasn't trained as a medical alert dog, but because of his instincts, he has somehow trained himself. Without him, I wouldn't have the security or the help that I need to help me be as independent as I could be. He isn't just a service dog, he's my lifesaver. But it takes a team to raise an amazing dog like him. So first I want to thank Heather, Buddy's puppy raiser. Heather, because of all that you did, raising him and training such a smart boy, Buddy is so amazing. I also want to thank Holly, Buddy's trainer. She saw the beginning of a bond between Buddy and me even before I felt it. I was so very thankful she chose me to be Buddy's partner. I want to thank Pat and Tracy for always being there and giving us the guidance and time. We would not be the team we are today without your help. It's hard to put into words how much appreciation Buddy and I have for you both, and also for all the other trainers. I also want to thank Project Heal, because without them, Buddy wouldn't even be here today. Lastly, and most importantly, I want to thank my parents. Without them, I would not be recording this message today. Not only did they drive me every Saturday to class and to the events, but they have been there every step of the way. Without them, none of this would be possible. So I really want to thank you, Mom and Dad. Because of you, and without the hard work you have done, I wouldn't have my best friend and lifesaver. Thank you.
Thank you, Tricia, and congratulations. Our next graduating team is Carrie Nicholson and Wrigley. Breeder is Don Nacy with Empress Labradors. Case manager was Wendy Higgins. Puppy raisers, Christy Shoup, Sarah Heiskell, and Sherry Sorokin, Tales for Freedom Prison Program. Carrie and Wrigley's trainer is Paula Malone. And now some words from Carrie.
Hello, my name is Carrie Nicholson, and I'm a Fido client and puppy assistant coordinator at Fido. I had my first service dog, Lily, for 11.5 years. She was just a good service dog. After I lost her, I got Wrigley in 2018, and she changed my life. She had many things to do. Is she alert me with the phone or my timer. Matching day was awesome and bittersweet too. I was thinking about Lily since she was my first hearing and service dog. There was a lot of people I want to say thanks, because one is Paula, my trainer, and she's still a hyper dog, and she still is. Number two is that Christy and Sarah, from the bottom of my heart, you deserve a Wrigley kiss. And she has so many nicknames: Cream Puff, Wiggle, Wrigley. I want to say thank to Sandy Ball, Pat Drivers, and Donnie Ball for giving me a second chance to be matched again at Fido. I want to say thank to Diane. Thank you so much for being supportive and willing, and always there with me all the way. I want to say thank to my mom, Judy Nicholson, and my sisters for your support and love, and thank you for supporting me for the second service dog. Love you, Mom. Dawn from Emprise Labrador Hempstead for giving me Wrigley to Fidos For Freedom. And finally, thank you to Fidos For Freedom, because they changed my life and giving me a second chance. Thank you all. Love you all. Be safe, be healthy. Rock 2020, graduation team. We are the Love of Lab team.
Thank you, Carrie, and congratulations. Our next and last graduating team of the evening is Jim Rogers and Grant. The breeder was Charlie Petrizzo with Project to Heal. Case manager, Melissa Luang-Glu. Puppy Raisers, Heather Shortledge and the Sherry Sirotkin Tales for Freedom Prison Program. Jim and Grant's trainer, Debbie Von Briesen. And now some words from Grant and from Jim.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor to virtually be with you here tonight. As the 2020 Fidos Class Valedictorian, or as most people who know me would say, the class clown, I get to take a few moments to thank some very special people in my life who made this all possible. First, I would like to thank my dear friend Vicky O'Hara and Gus, who is now the second most amazing dog I have ever met. You see, Vicky and Gus were a therapy dog team during the Hurricane Katrina, and they just happened to show up at the shelter that I was in charge of. And as I was getting ready to throw them out of the shelter, Vicky put Gus in my arms, and needless to say, my life was changed forever. Next, tonight wouldn't have been possible without the loving donation of a chocolate lab by the folks down at Project to Heal. And then on to Grant's puppy raiser, Heather Shortledge, who is an amazing person who I've just recently had the privilege to get to know. Then on to the prisoners at Cumberland Prison, who continue to work with Grant. And then on to Grant's personal trainer, Debbie Von Briesen, who kept working Grant until he was ready to be matched. And then, once we were matched, kept working me until I was ready to have Grant. And as most parents would, she allowed Grant to move back home with her and her husband Fred for what was supposed to be a few short days while I recovered from back surgery. Those few short days turned into a couple months before I was strong enough to have Grant back full time. I promise I don't have the time to thank all of the trainers, the volunteers, the staff at Fidos, and all of the other clients, but you all have played a major part in Grant's in my life, and I'm so happy to call you friends. And finally, thank you to my family for putting up with all of this. For putting up with me and the long drives to Laurel, the times when I wasn't around because of training, and then finally for opening your hearts up to Grant. I do appreciate all the love and support you've given me. Now, lastly, I have a comment about a very interesting coincidence. As most of you can remember the events of September 11th, I know personally and professionally, the memory of that day will be forever burnt in my mind. However, now instead of celebrating a sorrowful day, it's a day of celebration, as it happens to be Grant's birthday. Once again, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Jim, and congratulations. I'd like to say congratulations to all of this year's graduating teams, and thank you to the Fidos Village supporting this year's graduates. And now back to Gail.
Thank you, Pat. Yay, teams. And Pat, look, I'm staying, I promise. Now, just like my little furry chameleon buddy here, I'm going to have to change to match the next part of our program. It's a time when we think about and honor those dogs that have left us this year to cross over the Rainbow Bridge. It's when we all sigh and reach for tissues, and it's when we remember how much we love them and will miss them. But it's also a time to remember that they will be forever in our hearts. Ladies and gentlemen, in loving memory of our pups. Well, everybody, this about brings us to the tail end. I know that isn't a command, but it's all funny dog stuff, right? It comes to the tail end of our evening. And I have to be honest with you, I just can't make it all night without a few laughs. And obviously without the dog command, because hoot and Annie, Annie shirt, something Annie. We're missing the training in our visits. So along with my big red finger, I have a couple of jokes to share before closing. What? Are you ready? Oh, no, come on. Everybody out there is, I know you're out there nodding and screaming, yes, yes, yes. Okay, here we go. Hey, Beth.
Yes?
What? Why was the dog stealing shingles?
I don't know, Gail. Why was he stealing shingles?
Because he wanted to be a woofer.
Oh, my God. Oh, bad.
Oh, I thought that was a good one. I bet Chewy would like that one. Hey, Diane.
What?
This one's for you, and everyone will know why. What's the difference between a businessman and a hot dog?
I don't know. What is it?
The businessman wears a suit, but the dog just pants.
Oh.
I can't help it. I have more of them, but we don't have any more time. You know, this year, just like this version of our Tux and Tails Gala, has gone by too fast. Virtual get-togethers are no substitute for in-person laughs, hugs, or pets, but they do allow us to see each other and remember our times together. So if you or some of your loved ones missed the gala or would like to see it again, it will be available to view on YouTube in the coming weeks. So keep an eye out for it. And if you missed some things that happened this year at Fidos, take a look at our year in review video by Julie Wu. We hope you've enjoyed the evening and are looking forward to getting back to Fidos as much as we are. But until then, grab your hat and grab your partner and wag along with Roy Rogers, Dale Evans, Annie, and me. Happy Tails to you. Happy Tails to you until we meet again. Happy Tails to you. Keep smiling on to them.
cares about the love when we're together?
Just sing a song and bring the sunny weather. Happy tales to you till we meet again. Well, everybody, that's it for tonight. We hope you had a good time. Big sloppy dog kisses and our heartfelt thanks to all of you who have made donations to Fidos in the past few weeks. We love you. We miss you. Stay safe. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.